Hey guys, Abby Rivera here, and I am super excited because you are watching this video because you got your hands on one of my amazing 10-day experience packs, okay? So it's on your way to you, or it's just landed on your doorsteps, and now you're wondering, what do I do, right? What do I do with all these flavors? What do I do with all these different packets? How do I get started, okay? So I'm gonna walk you through recipes, the flavors, the blends, all the different things all about this and how to get started to get the best results out of your experience pack, okay? So first and foremost, I'm going to put it right out there, and I know this is one of the most awful things to have to do, but I know in the end you're going to be so appreciative to see where you came from, so I want you to take before pictures. I know those before pictures are some of the worst things to ever have to do, but I promise you, every one of my people and girls and guys, everyone who has started this journey, when they look at their after pictures, they are so amazed about transformation. Take some measurements if you want, step on the scale for the first time, and don't get on it again until the end. This is one of the big things that I kind of stress a lot to my people. Don't get on the scale 1, 2, 3 for every single morning, because I'm telling you it's going to fluctuate. You're going to have some retention of water that's going to whoosh out of you, and you're going to have a huge change. So if you get on it one morning and it's up 2 pounds, I bet you by the afternoon you might actually be down more than 2 pounds. So please don't get on the scale. Maybe get it on day 1, day 5, day 10 if you really can't wait till the end. But I really stress, please don't get on that scale every single morning. You're going to drive yourself nuts, okay? The next thing that's super important while you're going on your 10-day journey, or if you're just starting with a full supply, keep up with your water. It's super important. This does have a bit of a diuretic effect, so you need to have enough water in you to also fill up those fat cells so that they collapse and you are burning the fat out of you, okay? So you might find that your pee is a little cloudy. You might be running to the bathroom a little bit more than you're used to. All of those things, but it's all normal. It's all good things. You should be drinking about half of your weight in ounces every single day. So if you're 100 pounds, which I don't know there's many of us out there that are, but a simple example, 50 ounces, 200 pounds, 100 ounces of water, and keep up with it. Your body is flushing out a lot of stored water. If you feel bloated, I promise you the next day it's going to go down because you're flushing out all of the water that's in you, okay? Especially if you're starting up the keto diet, this is super important if it's something that you're adding in with your packets and with your ketones each day. So the one thing you're going to know is that when you flush out all of this water, you're also going to be flushing out sodium. And the reason for that is that the ketones need to bind to a mineral, and the mineral it binds to in your body is sodium. So when it flushes everything out, it's flushing out sodium as well. Some people do notice, and they get a little alarmed on the back of the packet, that there's a high level of sodium in there. The reason for it is that we're replenishing your body and helping those ketones bind to the salt to be able to flush out of your body. For this is probably why you're going to be seeing that your pee might be a little cloudy. It's from the fat coming out through your urine. And a way to also balance out all the sodium that's being lost from your body is to add electrolytes to your packet, to your water. It's very simple to do. You can either go and buy, this is just little, I have little baggies of them because I send them out to some people, electrolyte tablets. You can find them on Amazon. You might be able to find them at GNC near you, but you just take it once a day. Doesn't matter if you take it morning or afternoon, but just grab this into your system. The other great thing you can do is get some Mio electrolyte drops and just squeeze a few drops in your water throughout the day. There's some great flavors. My favorite is orange. There's grape, lemon, lime. So you'll just find it by the water or the soda section. I find them most times at Target because that's just one of my favorite stores. That's it. So just remember, keep up with your water, keep up with electrolytes. Some people do like to have a full glass of water right before they drink their ketones to make sure that they get water into their system, and it's just a great signal for them to get their system started. Have the water, then the ketones. They know that they're getting the amount of hydration in your body. So if you find after a day or two you're having a headache, you just kind of feel a little sluggish, a little foggy or whatever, it is normal. It's your body telling you that you're dehydrated. So up the water and make sure you're getting those electrolytes in. So one of the best things about a 10-day experience is that you get to try tons of these different flavors, and also the blend between the original operating system, which is OS, and the max flavors. Max flavors do have 40% more ketones, and so then they get into your system faster and they last a little longer. So that's just the difference between the two. I'm going to go over in a little bit the different flavors and some great recipes for everything. Another big question I get a lot is, how many ketones can I take in a day? So you can take up to 2 a day. It is a therapeutic level. If you have 1, you're going to get some great results. You're going to get the energy boost, the mental focus, mommy fog gone, better sleep, better skin, all of those great things. If you're looking for a greater amount of weight loss, I would suggest having 2 in a day. I do for sometimes have a second one in the day, not every day of the week. It's usually when I find that I go a bit over on my carbs and I have a little bit of a carb overload. So I usually have a second one about 3 hours or so after I have that little bit of carb binge. Especially on the weekends, I do find I really need to have a second one because I just kind of fall off the wagon a little bit, and I know a lot of us do on the weekends. So if you know you're going to be going to a party and there's going to be lots of, snacks and chips, especially it's football season or baseball or whatever you're watching, just know ahead of time. So you might want to plan out your day. They're going to have 1 in the morning, 1 in the afternoon. The next big question I get is, when should I take my ketones? You can take your ketones any time of the day. Most people do like to take their ketones first thing in the morning because they get all the energy, they get all the benefits of the ketones, they're in their system. 1 packet will last about 4 to 6 hours in your system. So a lot of people like to have it first thing in the morning. If you do have an empty stomach, it does get absorbed a little faster, but you can perfectly fine to have breakfast and have your ketones at the same time. I do it all the time. I don't always have it on an empty stomach. So on your first day, let's go into first day. This is going to be your first day of having your ketones. What do I do, right? What I will suggest is that you have half of your packet for the first day. Okay, if you're feeling great by the afternoon, no tummy issues, no nothing, go ahead and have the other half of your packet. Why not, right? If you have it around 9 in the morning, 8, 9 in the morning, you're getting ready, out the door, all of that, have the other one around 3, okay? So it's perfectly fine. Some people find that this is what they want to do every day. They want to have half in the morning and half in the afternoon. You'll get great benefits. You're getting the ketones into your system, so it's perfectly fine to do. I would then, after a day or 2 of doing the half packets, go up to a full packet, and you're going to find your body is going to be perfectly balanced to having all of those ketones right away into your system. Okay, so one thing that is a big thing to talk about, because some people do find this, is they get a little bit of tummy trouble. Okay, I went through it. I know it's a little TMI, but sometimes you do get a bit of a runny tummy or loose stools. And if you do, that's your body signaling to you that you have a lot of inflammation that's been going on in your body. Maybe from some of the foods that you've been putting in, not the best choices, all of that. It is telling you I'm getting rid of the inflammation and I'm getting rid of the toxins out of my body. So I promise you, this is a totally normal thing. I went through it. If it continues and it's really, really painful, just cut back to half a packet and then get your body back on track and then move up to a full packet if you want. It's totally normal, I promise you, especially with, and we'll go into the flavors now, especially if you are drinking Orange Dream. Orange Dream has some MCT oils and some dairy in it, so it's a little tougher on the tummy. So if you're doing a 10-day experience and you have a whole bunch of flavors, this is not the one I would suggest to start off with. I would start with one of the other flavors. So what comes in my pack? Okay, so in your pack, you're going to find that a few bunch of flavors, a few bunch of blends. The packets look different. What does that mean? All of that good stuff. And what's the difference between charged and caffeine free? So I'm going to go into all of that for you guys here. So one of the first flavors, and this is the #1 flavor of almost everyone. It is my #1 flavor right now, and that's exactly what I'm drinking in here today. It's Maui Punch. It's a Max Blend. The Max Blend have 40% more ketones in it, so it gets into your system a little faster and lasts a little longer. So you're going to be closer to the 6-hour mark when you're drinking a Max Blend. People love to drink the Max Blends, especially in the morning before they're going to work out. It really gives them a boost through their workout. They find that workouts are easier to get through. They don't need a pre-workout anymore. This is a really great choice. So this is a top pick from a lot of people. So you'll have Maui Punch Max in your kit. Some people have asked for caffeine free. If I have it available, I will throw it in as well. It is a white packet of this, okay? So people always ask about the caffeine in here. So this has about the same as a regular cup of coffee. So if caffeine is not an issue for you and you usually have more than 1 cup of coffee a day, you can still have your coffee, still have your max charge ketones. And people always ask me, am I going to get the same effect if I go with the caffeine free? Yes, because the ketones are what's giving giving you the energy boost, the mental focus, all of the good stuff, the fat burn, all of these things. You're just getting a little extra boost from a shot of caffeine, like you would when you have a cup of coffee. So if you know that caffeine is an issue for you, go ahead with a caffeine-free. Not an issue at all. You will still get all the amazing benefits. So here we go, Max Maui Punch. The next thing I've added in, and people are loving this, is raspberry lemonade. It's like a sweet tart taste. Definitely like a raspberry lemonade. Nothing, I don't know, someone asked me to explain this once. It's raspberry lemonade if you pick up at any, like, you know, grocery store or anything like that. But it's a really great flavor. People really love this one. I do as well. I like to sometimes have this one in the afternoon, and I usually have a caffeine-free version of that as well. My next favorite flavor, and this is one that I always go back to, is Keto OS Orange Dream. This was the original flavor. This was the first thing that ever came out from Pruvit. And it does have traces of dairy and MCT oils, which I think I mentioned before. So it can be a little tougher on the tummy. So definitely don't start with this one first off. I really would start with one of the other ones. Another flavor you're going to get is Keto OS Chocolate Swirl. So this one is a great, great choice. People love this. It kind of tastes like a Tootsie Roll, and that's how people are describing it. I would agree with them on that. I like to put this one in iced coffee. You can have it on hot coffee as well. All of these are perfectly fine to have in hot or cold, and some people even have been liking to mix some of them, something like chocolate or orange. They've been putting into meal replacements that they have, or a protein shake. That goes along with what their meal plan is that they're following. So Orange Dream, obviously in a vanilla. This you could put in vanilla or chocolate. Perfectly fine to blend them right into them if you'd like. So that's all about the different flavors. There may be sometimes, I like to give some giveaways. Some people like to upgrade their packs or have samples of these. This is Keto Cream. So some people have upgraded and have a Keto Cream packet coming to them as well. Some people order 5 packs to try this out, and if you want to, just let me know. This has no ketones in it. It's going to be the first thing that I constantly say and constantly remind people, this has no ketones in it. It's almost like something that goes along with your ketones that you're going to have the rest of the day, because this is going to help boost your body's ability to turn fat into energy. Really, really simple. They say it's functional fat technology, and that's exactly what it is. So if you are following a keto diet and you need to have a good amount of healthy fats into your day, this is a great way to have it first thing in the morning. Throw it right into your coffee, stir it up. No cream, no sugar, no sweeteners. Don't add anything else except this packet, and it will blow Starbucks out of the water with their latte compared to the latte that you're making at home. I love this one. And I also now have been taking my coffee with this in it and mixing it up in the blender really quickly, so it's really nice and frothy. So that's really, really good. The other thing about this is AC11 in it, which helps repair your telomeres, which are your DNA, which are going to help with longevity. It's going to make you look better, glow. People are telling, some of my people, they've been saying people are telling them that they're tan and they're glowing, and that is totally coming from the ketones, coming from the AC11 if they're adding in keto cream. And also it has collagen in it, so great for your hair, skin, nails, all of that good stuff. So that's about Keto Cream. I really love this. Also, if you're doing intermittent fasting, which is a really quick to go over that, it's when you have all of your food within like about a 6 to 8 hour window during the day, and then once you're done, you don't have anything until the following day. It really helps to get your digestive system back on track. It helps with additional weight loss. It's letting your system rest and rejuvenate. So a lot of people do like 11 to 7, 12 to 8, things like that. I do it. I just fall into it because I realize that's just how I am eating. So I am doing intermittent fasting about maybe 3 to 4 days out of the week. And I just feel my body feels really good from it. So the last thing that sometimes gets thrown in and sometimes comes as flashes from our company, and I get my hands on some great stuff, are some new not new samples, they're new flavors that are coming out. And this one is Blue Ocean. It just got, I just got my hands on some last week. I don't have very many right now, but sometimes I'll throw things like this into your packet as a nice little goodie. Blue Ocean tastes like a pina colada. Very, very light on the taste, not heavy at all. This does have a bit more caffeine than all of the other ones. as you can tell by the name, amped. Okay, so this is a really, really good one. They will have flash sales and they'll come out with it every now and then. So this is a great one, and it has AC11 in it, which is nice that they've added that in. Another new flavor that was just introduced is Splash. Unfortunately, I didn't get my hands on it because it sold out so quickly, but the next time it comes around, I'll make sure to grab some, and I can have sample packets. People like to do that. They just like to try one more flavor. They have 2 5-day supplies that I send out to them. So that is everything about the flavors, and some great recipes for them. Max Maui Punch, I love having it with ice and water. I also like having it with some sparkling seltzer. I usually do a flavored one. I pick things up at Trader Joe's or Target or things like that. People have been liking to mix it with La Croix. The lime, they're saying, is really good with it, but I haven't tried it yet. Raspberry lemonade, also I do this ice and water, or I do with my flavored seltzer. In all of your packets, you will have, and let me grab one here, you will have a knock your socks off recipe card, so you'll be able to see different options that you have for all of the different flavors. So if you're finding that ice and water isn't doing it for you, you're not loving it, then look at this and try one of them. A lot of times the coffee or the chocolate swirl, people love putting, like I said, in their coffee, iced coffee. Another good one is putting some heavy whipping cream with it. When I did that, I did ice water and some heavy whipping cream, and it tasted like chocolate milk to me. You can also do some heavy whipping cream with the Orange Dream. It's going to be really, really creamy. I find that the Orange Dream tastes like a light creamsicle. So I usually mix this ice and water. I'm really, really simple if you can't tell. Or I do orange seltzer with this one, and it is unbelievable. This is my favorite recipe to do with it. And I went over the keto cream, just throw it right into your coffee. You can also do it in iced coffee. I have not tried that yet. And also people are saying that they're putting in chai tea, and they're making a chai tea latte, which sounds delicious to me. And also on the back of your recipe card, you'll have a hacker's guide. So also look out there for any tips. How to get started. There's also a great thing. So this is a great thing to put up on your fridge, save it while you're going through your experience, and if you order a full supply, then you have it for later. So once you're done with your 10 days, I would love for you to take and see how you feel. Are you feeling more energy every day? Are you feeling better focus? Are you sleeping better? Because I'm telling you, I sleep like a log right now. Have you found that you have any weight loss? Might be that it's not on the scale and you need to take those after pictures, and then you see a huge transformation. Sometimes it could be 1 pound and you have tons of inches gone. Another thing people like to do is take a pair of pants or a skirt or something like that, and they try it on the first day and they try it on at the end, and they find that it fits so much better. And that's one of the things that I love to do, is to gauge how I'm doing by my clothes. The last question that I get a lot, or 2 last questions that I get a lot, are why are there only 20 packets when I want to go and finally order my Maui Punch? The reason is when it was first developed, it was really for a performance line. So people would have it, on days that they really need an extra kick before their workouts, and also people that were following a full keto diet and they kind of fell off track and they wanted to get back on track and get into ketosis, and this is what they had. So it's something that people weren't drinking every single day, and that's why it's in a 20 pack. A lot of times what people do when they decide to go for a full order is they order a 20 pack of Maui Punch, and usually they order a 20 pack of raspberry lemonade. So you have enough for covering yourself for a full month, and if you'd like to also have 2 a day sometimes. So it's a perfect thing. You'll have 40 packets. It really, really comes in handy. It's a great combo to have. Some people do just go with one flavor. Orange Dream and Chocolate Swirl do come in 30 packs or in a 30-day canister. And you guys, when you place your orders, make sure to do today or Smart Ship, because then on all your future orders, you're going to be locking in 22% savings moving forward. If you need to change, modify, cancel, we can do all of those things. If you find you get Maui Punch the first month and you really want to switch to raspberry lemonade the next month, super, super easy change to make into the cloud. And another great thing is you guys can earn free product. I think this is an amazing benefit, an amazing thing that they do for customers that Pruvit does. So every time that you have a friend that you said, hey, what are you doing? And you say, I'm doing Pruvit ketones. And they say, well, how can I get myself some? You send them a referral code. It's in your cloud. And you can, and if you need help finding it, just let me know. And you can send that referral code to all of your friends. When you have 2 friends on Smart Ship, your next order is going to be free. You're going to be increasing your amount of Pruvit bucks that you earn, and it will get applied to your next order. So it's a really, really great thing. Obviously I've earned a good amount of Pruvit bucks, and I love using them. I especially love using them on my customers on coupons. Sometimes I throw them out to help them out with shipping, things like that. So if there is something that you're really dying to get your hands on and you're thinking, is it not time yet? Maybe I don't have enough money for it. Think about that you can share this opportunity with other people, and you can also get your hands on some free ketones, which is so amazing. The last question that I get all the time, and this is really, really a big one: what kind of diet do I need to follow while I am drinking my ketones? Okay, so you can follow any type of diet that you want to, or meal plan that you choose. You can continue with a container system with the Fix. I know a lot of people are carrying that over, getting great results with it, having a nice balanced meal plan between all the different food groups. Some people are doing full keto, which is high fat, low carb, moderate protein. Some people like me find it a little difficult to follow a full keto. So I am modified, and the reason I'm modified is I might have a few extra carbs a day, and usually it comes from fruit that I have them, and also I don't get enough of the fat in every day. So I'm never going to reach ketosis, which is what happens when you follow a strict keto diet. And even some people following a strict keto diet don't always reach full ketosis. So they're not getting all these amazing benefits you're going to get within 60 minutes of drinking your ketones. So that is everything about your experience pack. Again, remember, take those before and after pictures, measurements beforehand. I know it's the worst thing to do. Start off with half a packet on your first day. Don't forget to drink your waters. Get those electrolytes in. Pick a healthy meal plan that you can stick to, that you can follow while you're doing this. Can't sit here and eat pizza and fries and burgers all day long and hope this balances out. But, cut down on soda if that's something that you've been drinking. Maybe reduce your carbs a little bit, and you are going to get some great results. I can't wait to hear how the 10-day experience goes for you and where you go in the future. So thanks so much, and I'll talk to you guys soon.